On December 17th, 2015, a channel was created on YouTube, and in the past 9 years, it reached 59 billion views and 38 million subscribers. The most striking point is that this was done by a 4-year-old child. In this video, we will talk about Rain, whose mother is a teacher and father is an engineer. I know, my friend, you are very tired today and looking for something to watch. You're on the right channel. Grab your coffee, lean back, and let's get started. For coffee, do you need a little time? Then we will wait for you. Imagine a 4-year-old child who within a period of 2 years has earned more than $1 million from the channel they started. This child is awash in wealth. Just one of his videos has been viewed 2 billion times. Look at the view count, my friend. It's really amazing for a 4-year-old child. So are you curious about how much you've earned so far? According to rumors on social media, it is said to have exceeded $100 million. Is there really that much money on YouTube? I want to try this for the first time on my YouTube channel. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. In the future, I can share the channel's statistics with you. Let's test it together. What do you say? Let's get back to our topic. What did the child's parents do after this achievement? Of course, they resigned. They turned Ryan's channel into a family business and started working on its growth. It seems like they have managed to do this in the past 9 years. What do you think? Years have passed, the channel has grown, but it seems like there are still some people who haven't noticed Ryan has grown up. Now, the biggest question that comes to mind in this situation is, why does Ryan still continue to make the same content? No one can prove to me that he is really having fun. Right now, he just seems to be continuing his old habits. His family is the one normalizing this situation the most. A sensible parent would have already noticed that their child has grown up and that those childish contents no longer suit them. Ryan is now 13 years old, but he still continues to behave like a 7-year-old child. Let's be honest, this is quite a wrong situation from a developmental and social perspective. Ryan's current state will only harm him. Socially, remember JoJo Siwa? She was also known for children's content, but as she grew up, she paid a heavy price for it. Moreover, Ryan no longer appeals to his target audience. Even the view counts prove this. People prefer watching content made by real children instead of Ryan's old-style videos. For example, there is a channel called Gem Sisters. They also produce content aimed at children when they were young, but as they grew up, they naturally stopped making that type of content and shifted to age-appropriate content. What Ryan needs to do is exactly this. It's certain that he will be embarrassed when he watches his old videos. When she turns 15 to 16, looking back at the content she made when she was around 12 to 14, she will probably say, "What was this?" Wearing superhero costumes as a child might have been normal, but now, continuing to do the same thing at this age is socially and developmentally unacceptable. Even Ryan's father says the channel's target audience is children aged 5 to 8, so then why does almost a teenager still act like a little kid? Why don't Ryan's sisters take over the content? I think this is a very good option. Of course, I'm not blaming Ryan's family. After all, they managed to create a billion-dollar brand from just a simple toy review channel. This is an incredible success. However, people are worried about Ryan's future because many people who were famous in childhood faced great difficulties when they grew up. By the way, how's the coffee, my friend? Let's continue. We've reached the part I really want to tell you about. Despite having a budget of $10 million, Ryan's World the movie only grossed $613,000 and was a major box office disappointment. The film will be remembered as a major flop at the box office. The cinema halls where the film was shown were almost empty, and it received only a 2.1 out of 10 on IMDb. This situation led to serious negative reviews about the film, scenario, and characters. The film starts by using Ryan's popularity on his YouTube channel, focusing on his family's cringe behaviors. Ryan's family's show focuses more on a type of comedy that disturbs the audience rather than making them laugh. Ryan decides to go to a comic book store because he has run out of magical supplies. However, in the shop, he is greeted with, "Ryan, I'm a huge fan." She encounters a fan who shouts, "Can we take a selfie?" and is oddly dressed as if they just stepped out of 15 years ago. An employee dressed in old-fashioned attire at the shop allows Ryan to enter a very secret room only in exchange for him filming a video for his sister.
Whoa. Hey, someone's stealing my characters. We'll take this one. Okay, thanks.
Entering the room, Ryan finds a comic book and steals it, taking it home.
Pick it up! Now you pick it up! Ah!
His siblings are pulled into the comic book and turned into animated characters. Ryan enters the comic book to save them and tries to defeat the villain named Big Bad in a series of adventures. Structure of the film and the second half. The first half of the film continues with scenes set in the real world, while the second half takes place entirely in the animated world. I wonder if they spent the most money on the animation. Anyway, however, the script becomes both complicated and difficult to follow. It is filled with meaningless scenes that do not contribute to the story. Especially throughout the film, the dialogues become increasingly absurd and start to bore the audience. In fact, in the final scene of the film, Ryan defeats the enemy and returns to the real world, shouting, "Aiden, you were really amazing," to resolve his issues with his siblings. However, in the final scene, they hinted at a sequel by saying "again," but it was a complete disappointment. The film was made with the expectation that it would be a great success, but the theaters were empty on its opening days. The film was released in 2,100 theaters in the US and a total of 125 screens in Canada, the United Kingdom, and Ireland, but no one went to see it. The theaters were empty, and the box office revenue was only $613,000. On average, it only made $311 per cinema. Oh my god, I think Ryan and his family must have been like a fish out of water when they saw these results. Viewers complained about the film's poor quality and left many negative comments. One viewer, "completely disgraceful. The fact that this is even being shown in theaters is a whole event in itself," commented. Another viewer commented, "It's a money grab, but it can't even manage to be a money grab," he said. Additionally, ticket sales at cinemas remained quite low, with only 4 tickets reported sold. Directors and producers' expectations. The director and producer saw this film as a great success and invested in it, saying, "It's something being done for the first time. We don't know what will happen, but we are hopeful." However, the results fell far short of their expectations. A large portion of the film's budget was financed by Ryan's parents, but the box office failure led to great disappointment. IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes reviews. With a score of 1.9 on IMDb, if more than 10,000 people had voted, the film would have been the 18th worst film of all time. Critics on Rotten Tomatoes evaluated the film as an attempt to exploit children in cinema and commented, "This film is the result of greedy parents exploiting their children in the film industry." The film's failure led many critics to comment, "Even the Emoji Movie looks good enough to win an Oscar." In conclusion, Ryan's World the movie has gone down in history as a major YouTube movie disaster. Although the film was made targeting children, it lost its audience due to its complex plot, poor dialogues, and nonsensical scenes. The film is only available for sale on YouTube and has been completely pulled from theaters. Ryan and his family faced both box office failure and negative reviews despite making significant investments in the film. Really sad. We've reached the end of our video. I hope I have explained what happened simultaneously with the coffee. Subscribing to the channel and liking the video will relax me as much as having a cup of coffee. Thank you for watching, my friend. We'll see you in the next video.